Omni Loader can load enormous amount of data into target database extremely quickly. It can move millions of records per second. How do we know that the data being copied is actually copied correctly? Well, Omni Loader has a data verification built in. So if I have a SQL Server that's on-prem to Fabric Warehouse database project here. So let's select just, for example, 1 million records here, 10 million records there, and maybe also 100 million records. Okay, let's pick this one. So it's faster to ingest. And now when I click show selected only, I have 111 million records there, and I'm gonna select the data verification. Let's go with record count. As this is being copied and ingested, I'm gonna explain what this does. So record count is a post-conversion step where after we have prepared the data for Fabric ingestion and ingested, we're gonna be reading the source and target table number of records and compare it. And then we'll report if the number of records in any table in its source versus target part differs, right? So we want, of course, to have exactly the same number of records in the source and target table. Now, that operation is pretty fast, but in case there are any problems, we won't know exactly what happened. So typically you would use this as, let's say, something that you do on an ongoing basis, but actually we have a mode that's not as fast when comparing and when verifying that the data being copied is correct, but it's much deeper, right? So let's first see if the number of records is exactly the same. Now we're waiting for Fabric to ingest 100 million records here. This might take a while. And done. So all tables are verified to have exactly the same number of records in their source and target equivalents. Okay, so let's see what else can we do. We'll ignore table hash comparison because we're probably gonna completely remove it because record comparison is so much more powerful. So if I select record comparison, I have a few more options to fine-tune the comparison if you have to do that. Now, if I click load tables, now again, I'm gonna be copying all the tables, and as a post-conversion step, we are gonna be reading all the data and comparing record by record, value by value, and then reporting if there are any differences. If we find some differences, then we're gonna be showing a nice little grid where you can see exactly what the differences are. If you're interested in that more, please take a look at our data compare and sync video, where we have practically the same functionality, but as part of compare and sync. Okay, again, going to wait on Fabric to ingest 100 million records. Okay, so now we are seeing the comparison process. So this is post-conversion comparison. You can see that it's actually very fast. So we are reading over 100 million records in parallel from both local SQL Server and, of course, remote Fabric Warehouse. And we are comparing large tables by using several threads, automatically slicing the data, and we're going to be reporting the result very, very quickly. And all tables are equal, and you can see for each one, million, 10 million, and 100 million records have been compared.